Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi. Merry Tunguska, yes indeed. Oh man, OBS was acting up a little bit earlier, but no, it's fine now, it's back in the green. Good thing it was acting sus during the loading part. Hoo. Now I finally get to do Tunguska. Oh, I'm so happy I actually made it in time. Lost Belt 6 was a wild ride, but it was worth it. And now I get to start Anti-Primate Biosphere, Tunguska Sanctuary, hoo. And I feel nice. I quickly stuffed my mouth with salmon and then afterwards I washed that down with Eclair. As one do. All staticky. Sion Eltnam Sokaris. Visitor from the Atlas Institute who personally unraveled the route of destruction. Your condition for making use of the Wandering Sea in the year 2019 is as follows. In exchange for a newly issued 8th Atlas contract, we permit you to stay in the Wandering Sea for the period... For the period of what? For the period of what, game? Well... I was able to start Tunguska, so I can say yay to that. Okay. Take 2. Man, that was too powerful. Okay, let's resume. We permit your stay in the Wandering Sea for the period of 1 virtual year on this bleached earth. Hello? The deadline you specified is soon approaching. I trust this future remains the same? That is correct. I do not require any fixes or revisions. Please just keep the contract as it is. All I ask from those of you in charge of the Wandering Sea is that you continue to watch over Chaldea as they pursue their mission. Very well. Everyone here at the Wandering Sea, Baldanders, recognizes your genius in their own way. Selene, Gate of Preservation honors your mind. Gane, Gate of Rebirth is sympathetic to your actions. Ellen, Gate of Advancement derides your losses. Gwenon, Gate of Storage empathizes with your mission. And Fushiruka, Gate of Subordination despises you as much as ever. Well, thanks, Fushiruka! Out of respect for the Atlas Institute, we of the Wandering Sea will turn a blind eye to the security organization. Phew, glad to be done with that. Well, that was a surprise, to think the mysterious call would be from the Wandering Sea's top brass. I did not expect them to contact me. That was from Gane, the Gate of Rebirth. Gane, huh? If I recall correctly, he was the mage from the Clock Tower who apprenticed himself to the Wandering Sea in the year 1000. Ooh, hello? Did the other gates choose him to be my point of contact because he is from a relatively modern era? Or are they simply low on personnel? Oh well, I can worry about that later. Right now, I need to get to work. Trimus Justice II, Hulk Catastrophe Automation. Tell me about the current existential threat. Aha, there we go. I see you have really nailed the data down this time. You gave me the exact coordinates for the singularity. And you even know exactly what the threat is. Perfect job. Oh ho, so the singularity first spawned in January 2019. But its inception point is in 1908. It started off as a minute singularity, but quickly expanded in size over this past year. Or rather, over the last few days. So it is just like a lost belt then. It must have undergone nearly 100 years worth of development in an instant. And if we do not do something to stop it, it will transform all of Eurasia and devolve humanity into lower animals. Yikes, that sounds appalling. Humanity has faced many existential threats before, but cases in which humanity is knocked off the apex of the animal kingdom are rare indeed. I suppose I must hand this to Beast 4. She certainly lives up to the moniker, Evil of Humanity. Okay then, we would just have to compose our response. Trimus Justice II, Send this message to Chaldea's leaders and mark it urgent. Immature beast activity detected. Please begin the mission to subdue it within 24 hours. We anticipate the battle will take place in an unusual environment, much like the recent British Lost Belt. Also, since Chaldea Base is in the middle of a significant end-of-year renovations, raid shifts and zero sails are not currently an option. You will therefore need to take the Stormboarder to the singularity in question. All Chaldea staff, please make preparations to board the Stormboarder ASAP. Your target is Chaldea's archenemy, the immature beast known as Tomomovich Koyanskaya. Yay! There we go. So that is where Koyanskaya was hiding out after escaping from Britain. I am sure she did not plan on revealing her nest until the conflict between Chaldea and the foreign god had been settled. But it seems the action she took in the British Lost Belt forced her to show her hand prematurely. That being said, she is still a powerful enemy. I expect Chaldea will need luck to be very much in its favor to come out on top here. Still, if they're going to concentrate their resources on combating the foreign god, this is not a battle that can be simply avoided or postponed. Good luck, everyone. All I can do now is trust in you and hope for the best. Though of course, I already know exactly how things will turn out thanks to Trimajestus II. No matter how valiantly they fight, Chaldea is doomed to total annihilation. All my work over this past year will have been for nothing. Sion, no, I got this, no worries. I may not be able to use my delicious leyline stones, but it's fine. Wait, scratch the last bit. I absolutely cannot share that part of the prediction with them. It's okay, girl, we got this. Since the raid is ongoing right now, like how much percent is left of the boss? If I can't get this one, maybe the next one. If not the next one, then eh. It's all good, I just want to go through Tunguska's story. That was my main goal. Section 1. Beyond the Walls of the World. After I do this, my bad. I wasn't paying attention to my craft essences. Teehee. Well, I might as well just feed some of them to each other right now. I'ma get more of these later, so boop. All good. And just one more. Yes, indeed. Okay. All good. 70%. That ain't too bad. Now, Section 1, Beyond the Walls of the World. Okay, very, very good then. So I should be able to continue on Monday. My family doesn't really do stuff on Christmas Day itself. Mainly on Christmas Eve. Light. Light filled my entire field of vision. Let's turn to dark mode. Light, light, light everywhere. In an instant, pure white light enveloped both myself and the nearby trees. It was the first time in my life something like this ever happened. I never experienced anything else like it. The flash of light was so brilliant that I couldn't even close my eyes. There were signs leading up to it, of the countless different species that live in the woods. The birds, presumably the first to notice something was amiss thanks to their sharp senses, all took flight at once. I wonder if they managed to escape. I know we won't. It's too late for us now. There's nowhere for us to run. This light will envelop every last living thing that dwells in these woods. At first, it felt like the light had just stolen our sight in an instant, but I was wrong. The truth is, the light took everything from us. Our bodies, and our lives. That's why you don't use light mode, you gotta use dark mode. We have no time to react, not even to scream. All we could do was wait to die. Light, light, and more light. Pure power pouring down from the sky in an instant. A raging, terrifying storm with neither reason nor emotion. far too strong to even think of fighting. Light, you remind me of nothing so much as... Yes, that's right. Nothing so much as... man's fire. And now darkness. Return to night mode. Ooh. Our target point is 60 degrees, 55 north, 101 degrees, 57 east. Now approaching the skies over the old forest of Tunguska. Look, we're made to Tunguska! We're keeping a close eye on Tamomovichkoinskaya's magical energy. At the moment, the target shows no signs of moving from the forest area upstream from the old Tunguska River. For the time being, we're calling the area the old Tunguska Forest. The storm border is flying straight as a marlin, and will soon be entering its airspace. I know we covered the operation plenty back at Chaldea Base, but let's go over it one more time for good measure. Our destination is the old Tunguska Forest, located in Siberia. Our objective is the elimination of the immature beast here, an alter ego who calls herself Tamomovichkoinskaya. Once the storm border has arrived at our destination via the shortest possible route, we will descend to the site we're calling Point X, where Koinskaya's magical energy signal is originating. On reaching our destination, we will bring all the force we have at our disposal to bear against Koinskaya. If all goes according to plan, we should be able to complete the operation in record time. However, if Sion's warning is accurate, then we should expect the environment of our destination to be special in some way. There's no telling what might await us. All hands, be prepared for anything. Aye aye, Captain!
Let me see this one more time as well. While this operation's objective remains the elimination of Beast 4, aka Koinskaya, that's not all there is to it. I trust you remember what I'm talking about, Misaki. This operation is also
a test case for our infiltration of the 7th Lost Belt. Right, an operation built around the Black Barrel. You got it. The Black Barrel is still really tough to tune, but now we have a new collaborator. Habitrot, her resident fairy guardian, will help us out by protecting the Black Barrel's wielder. Oh ho, did I just hear my name? I'd probably better manifest physically then. Habitrot the Spinner at your service. Don't worry, Mash's spirit origin is safe with me. No wonder this required Avalon. I understand now. A few hours earlier, the storm border hangar at the Wandering Sea dock. Dang though, a 1 turn clear for the raids? That's intense. I have detected a new magical energy signal in Russia. Russia? Yes, Russia. It is far from the old Russian Lost Belt, and most of the area has been bleached like the rest of Earth. Only now, it is suddenly giving off a magical energy signal. Well, no, that is not accurate. It was not really sudden. This signal has been present for a few months now, but it has grown quickly over the last few days. So it'd be more accurate to say that whatever veils shielded it from human perception has disappeared.
To be more precise, the signal is located in central Siberia, in the Krasnoyarsk Krai, which would place it in the forest region upstream of the Tunguska River. And I'm quite certain any heroic spirit who hails from the same era, I do, must also be familiar with the enormous flash of light that occurred there.
Tunguska? I wasn't alive then, but I read about the Tunguska incident. Fofo?
Precisely. It was a massive airburst that occurred over Tunguska in 1908. At the time, we weren't sure that it was even an explosion at all. I still remember quite vividly how blindingly bright the light was.
Oh. You saw yourself, Holmes? All the way from England?
I did. The explosion was so massive that the light it created was visible all the way from England. It flattened a forest, and the accompanying shock wave left a great deal of damage in its wake. But miraculously, there were no reports of any human casualties. Though of course, given the sheer scale of the explosion, it is entirely possible that there were casualties that simply went unaccounted for.
Plus, it was 1908. I don't think people would be able to report that kind of stuff as easily.
And at the very least, the explosion left a huge mark on the area's biosphere. There is no telling how many animal lives were lost.
Hello, ready for Christmas? Yes, I am, more or less. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be painful regarding food preparation. But it's mainly gonna be my little bro. That's his job. He's gonna be the one wrapping wontons. Heh. I've heard about that. It was a meteorite, right? I heard it was caused by a meteor airburst. That was a story, yes. And the Magecraft World has apparently confirmed as much. I looked into the matter and I could not find any Magecraft causes pertaining to this incident. It's not out of the question that there may have been some occult aspect to the incident, but if nothing else, even the Mages Association concluded that the Tunguska explosion was caused by natural phenomena. So it's safe to say there were no traces of any mystics that worked there. Though that only makes this latest incident that much more mysterious. Why Tunguska?
Well, I could speculate, but...
Let me guess. Now is not the time?
Precisely. So for the time being, allow me to simply convey the facts. A special region has arisen in the Tunguska area of the Bleached Earth. It is neither singularity nor lost belt.
It's not a singularity? It's not a lost belt either? It's not a singularity? The signal in its heart is wholly different from the Holy Grail, so no, we do not believe it should be classified as a singularity. We do have some possibilities in mind, but...
As we currently lack any hard evidence upon which to base our assertions, any further speculation is likely to only invite misunderstanding. At the moment, all we know for certain is that the source of this anomaly, or rather, the name of the enemy we must defeat. Both Trimagestus II and Shiba have confirmed that this magical energy belongs to an immature beast. We can therefore assume that this special region is Talamovichkoinskaya's headquarters.
Oh.
Are you all done? Then I'll sum it up. A magical energy signal has been discovered in the old Tunguska forest. We have determined this to be Koinskaya's hideout. What the?
Boom, boom.
What are you so worked about? Furball? I don't have any bacon right now.
Boom, boom. Stop that, Bo. Here, stay with me.
Huff, huff. Keep a good grip on that thing, will you? Ahem. Now then, where were we? All business. Talamovichkoinskaya, she possesses a spirit origin the same as any servant. She is also the executive director of NFF Services, a private military contractor founded in January 2019 following the incineration of humanity. And the immature form of Beast 4, the Beast of Taming. At present, I suspect Koinskaya sustained some form of injury during the events of the British Lost Belt.
Yeah, she got injured there and also in her fight against Tamlin Lancelot.
And is therefore not in optimal condition. She demonstrated incredible power when we encountered her in Olympus in the Atlantic Lost Belt. But at least according to Shiba, her magical energy signal doesn't appear to have surpassed it.
I guess that's good news for now. I noticed you didn't say she's gotten weaker, but you know what's good news? Methinks? I agree, Senpai. So the first big question that raises is... just what is she doing there?
I know she technically saved her lives in Britain, but the fact is she's still an enemy of humanity. And we all know she's not the type to turn over a new leaf just because she's badly hurt. So there's probably some reason she's holed up in the Russian boonies.
Yup, if I had to guess, it's likely so that she can recover her strength. That or she's trying to grow even stronger. I mean, if I were in her shoes, I wouldn't suddenly reveal my hideout to the world just because I got hurt. So she may as well not be hiding it anymore because she just doesn't need to bother.
Indeed, that's entirely possible. I strongly suspect the amorphous form we encountered in Olympus was not her fully matured self. For one thing, we saw no sign of great horns that are indicative of a mature beast.
Immature. Fully mature.
Alright then, listen well all of you. Munir is right, Queen Sky protected her ship back in Fairy Britain.
Whoa, I can't believe it! Director Gordov actually got Munir's name right for once.
Regardless of how we might feel about it, it remains a fact. Most of you probably don't know this, but as the president of a major company, she also, frighteningly enough, used to conduct herself in an exemplary human manner. I'm not only talking about military deployments either. She provided a great deal of medical supplies and humanitarian aid to impoverished communities. It may have been no more than a business strategy, but whatever her reasons, she responded to the plights of the needy with genuine sincerity. Despite her femme fatale nature, she was not one to squeeze someone dry without fair compensation. There was something about her that could be reasoned with.
Ah, yes, something attractive. That could be reasoned with, yes indeed.
However, regardless of what she may have done in the past, we cannot sit idly by while a beast grows to full maturity. And besides, this is something I need to take responsibility for. I expect those of you from the Old Chaldea know that all too well. Some of you, no doubt, still have wounds that ache at the thought of what you lost that day. I am well aware that I have no right to command any of you, but that is all the more reason for me to hope that you'll allow me to take responsibility for what happened. Listen up, everyone. As of this moment, we're going on the offensive. For now, we'll set our top priorities, the battle with the foreign god and the resolution of the bleached earth phenomenon, aside, and focus all of our resources on eliminating Koenskaya.
It's finally time. Director Gordov. I like how he's taking responsibility. I respect that. Yes, sir.
That said, I must also stress that this excursion is not without benefit of our main mission. We certainly can't afford to squander any resources after all. Although, we will be going against a beast in this operation, this will also be a test of our infiltration of the 7th Lost Belt. A practice run, if you will, for inevitable confrontation with the foreign god. And that means we must also be ready to make proactive use of the Black Barrel.
Can do, Gordy. The Black Barrel. A weapon that uses its accomplishments measure to measure its target's lifespan, and attack them with the full force of that same lifespan. This used to take a heavy toll on both Mash and Misaki. But now, we can also use the Black Barrel for single shots not fueled by command spells with Habitrat's help alone. This does turn it from a conceptual weapon into a physical one, but that physical weapon should still pack a significant punch. Unfortunately, firing physical rounds heats the gun's barrel too much to be used in succession, but just being able to use different rounds for different situations is going to be a huge help.
Very good. Thank you for going over the developments with the Black Barrel, Technical Advisor. Next, I'd like to hear about the Divine Construct Essence we acquired in the British Lost Belt. How is the cannon which fires that coming along?
Theon and I are making headway on it. Of course, while we're going as fast as we can, neither of us have ever worked on anything like this before. So while I hate to say this, I'm afraid it won't be ready in time for this operation. We'll just have to be flexible and make full use of the tactics we've used so far.
I see. I suppose that was too much to hope for.
Yes indeed, Gordov, especially for my Chaldea. My Chaldea just left the British Lost Belt yesterday, my dude.
Still, I expected as much, and besides, we have plenty of other tricks up our sleeves. Our first plan of attack is for the 7th Lost Belt is...
Bow, bow, bow.
What was that? Don't you mean only plan of attack? Yes, I suppose I do, but you don't need to go bringing it up.
Director, you can tell what Fo is saying?
Not a clue. But that time, I could feel what he meant right in my soul. While our plan of attack for the 7th Lost Belt naturally focuses on Excalibur, we also came up with a secondary source of firepower to improve our odds of success.
Ooh, hello.
Essentially, we realized we can run all the Stormborder's magical reactors in parallel to deploy a mass of Chaldean heroic spirits simultaneously. In other words,
we can go for quantity and quality. The idea is simple. We send in a whole bunch of heroic spirits who are always materialized in Chaldea into the enemy's territory and overwhelm them with sheer numbers and firepower, Blitzkrieg style. We're pretty much going entirely with wish fulfillment here. Man, it would make things so much easier if we could just send in a ton of heroic spirits we already have, who we know would be a good fit for this operation. Now we can make the dream a reality. Ooh, it's gotcha. But not really. Fo?
While we will of course be deploying this plan here primarily to defeat Quinskaya, it will also serve as a test for our infiltration of the 7th Lost Belt. So do please keep in mind that our experiences here will provide invaluable data for the future.
Specifically, Misaki, MASH. Yes? We'll be deploying up to 10 heroic spirits to accompany you. Collectively, they'll be your main source of firepower in this operation. The plan is to bring the Stormborder as close to Queenskaya's magical energy signal as possible. At which point, you'll move in on foot to take her down. Boom! It's a simple yet powerful strategy. You all go there together, and you all kick her ass together.
As we speak, we have 6 heroic spirits chosen specifically for this operation standing in the briefing room, too. Needless to say, we can deploy all of them any or all of them at a moment's notice. Your mission is to carry out this operation with unprecedented speed. I expect you to succeed with flying colors. Alright everyone, let's go hunt ourselves a beast!
Can do, Gordy! Time to go to briefing room 2. Don't mind me, just casually walking there. I'm seeing what looks like some kind of barrier over Tunguskan airspace. It's pretty different from the storm wall surrounding the Lost Belt, but I think it's still a kind of bounded field. Do something, Da Vinci! Already analyzed it and run the numbers. I'm putting up a multi-layered bounded field around the front of the border now. Theoretically, it should let us break through.
That was fast. Nice work, Da Vinci. Then without further ado, deploying anti-physical space-time adjustment membrane around the bow. We'll break through in dimensional piercing mode.
Once we make it through the barrier into the Tunguska special region, we can begin the operation in earnest. Everyone, brace for impact. Did we make it?
There, we made it through. We're now in Tunguska's airspace. All we have to do now is head for Queenskaya's magical energy
Wait! I feel really, really sick here.
Ugh. What is this? Habitrot, are you alright?
Not even close. I want to disappear right now, but I won't. I'm the Black Barrel's guardian fairy, I am. So this fairy isn't going to go back to the spirit origin graph. Nope, I'm gonna go into sleep mode I set up on the Black Barrel instead. Just call me Mimi Mash. I can help out in battle too, at least a little. Habitrot? Da Vinci, what's going... Oh!
You're kidding me! Sure, Habitat can be crude, but she's a good egg too, and now she's the first to disappear. What's going on here, Administrative Advisor? Technical Advisor?
Hi. Captain, Are you okay? Not you too, Holmes. Captain!
This...
it is real bad.
Da Vinci, can you check on briefing room 2 for me? And please hurry.
Briefing room 2, briefing room 2. Well, what the? All the magical energy signals of the Chaldean heroic spirits we had on standby there are vanishing one by one. None of them were able to remain materialized. They're all being forced back into the spirit origin graph. This is just like what we saw in Britain. Holmes.
Right you are, Da Vinci. I can't be certain if this world was always like this, or if Coin Sky found a way to copy it from Britain. But it's clear that the whole environment is entirely rejecting human history. This must be what Trimagestus II meant by special. Naturally, we added a number of safety provisions to the summoning system after our experiences in Britain. But whatever peculiar traits this place possesses seem to have overwhelmed them. I'm afraid I can't hold on any longer either. Da Vinci, Nemo, it's all up to you now.
Don't worry, Holmes. We've got this. Da Vinci's technically a servant, but at her core, she's actually a living being rather than a heroic spirit. Mash is a demi-servant, which puts her in the same boat. Of course, neither Misaki nor Gordolph are affected. And I have 2 spirit origins, so I can hold out just long enough to get the storm border out of this airspace, much as it pains me.
Marine.
Aye, aye, sir. Engines at maximum. We can turn around and get out of here at full speed anytime. Good. Munair, switch places with me. I'll steer the storm border. You know what to do now, right?
Huh? Oh, right. Now I gotcha. Okay, you got it.
Thanks, Munair. I'm counting on your driving skills.
Da Vinci.
On it.
Wow, the door just opened on its...
Misaki, Mash, Director Gordolph. I need you all to hurry to the hangar now. I'll have Nurse and Baker disconnect and transport you, Da Vinci. Right now, you all need to get your gear ready and hurry to the shadow border. Captain! Take care of the storm border for us. A captain always takes care of the ship. It's their job. I trust you all know that what you need to do, right? Or do too? And I don't mean in terms of battle.
Of course. I'll bring the shadow border and everyone in it back safe and sound. That goes to Misaki, Mash, Da Vinci, and Chubbs too.
Great. I feel better already. From this point on, the field ops team will be investigating the strange environment on its own. Master Misaki, don't hesitate to call for us if you need any help. I can probably only afford to do it once, but I'll deploy on a rescue operation to wherever you might be. Got it. Thanks, Captain. See you later. We got this.
Good. That should take care of things for the time being. That aside, First Britain exceeded my expectations, but now this road has as well. So much for our Blitzkrieg style, our strike. And to make matters worse, if this environment trait is something Queen Sky learned in and copied from Britain, then she may also have access to numerous other threats we face in the other Lost Boats.
Well, we are up against a beast. It's safer to expect the worst. All we can do now is trust in Misaki and her team. It certainly won't be the first time.
Indeed, loath though I am to admit it. There is nothing more I can do. Alright then, Captain. I leave the rest in your hands.
Oh, don't worry about me. Once the storm border is clear of this space, I'll just loiter up above the barrier, as watchful as a fire goby. Just waiting around may not be fun, but it's not dangerous either. And it's certainly no big deal compared to the temporary disappearance you're being forced to undergo. I'll see you back at the Wandering Sea, Holmes. Bye, Holmes. Thank you, Captain. I know these horizontal G's are pretty rough, but hang in there until the storm border finishes its turn. Once it's stabilized and clear, we'll be going straight into free fall. Be ready for vertical G's when that happens. Okay, hang on. Whee! There. The stormboard is turned around. But before we make our emergency escape... Open the hatch. Open the hatch. Shadowboarder, launch. Oh, the brightness. Shadowboarder, launching.
Is this really a lot? Ah, what? Falling!
I put up a multi-layered bounded field on the boarder's undercarriage. I'm a little worried, but with only my magical energy to spare on it. Sorry! Boom!
Oh, who cares? Bring it on. Bring it on, I say. Hell, this is my third time falling into an operation. Ha 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 ha! No, wait. Hang on. If I think of this like my ordeal in the Dakar rally... Okay, I can do this. I can totally do this.
We're fine, right? I think we're fine. We just had a dramatic entrance as one do. And now we're inside the falling point. Of course it's called the falling point. It makes all the sense in the world. Boom! I'm okay, Fo. Don't worry, I'm still conscious. I'm okay, Fo. Boom! Master, are you alright? I'm fine. What about you, Mash? All good here. What about you, Mash? I'm fine too. Nothing serious to report. Status report. Electrical systems 80% functionality, but repairable. Engine no damage. Hull integrity at 90%. Mobility remains intact. Not too bad for emergency deployment and landing. How about you guys? Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. That wasn't nearly as bad as I was expecting. In fact, I think they might have actually loosened up my stiff shoulders. Why are you talking like we all just left the chiropractor? Do you also feel refreshed after riding a roller coaster? Anyway, technical advisor, my subordinates here's bizarre health regimen aside. I don't think I'm any worse for wear. As for Misaki and Kirilight, humph, they're both fine.
Boom!
Furball, you're here too? Grr. Well, I guess we can't send you back to the storm border now. How about you, technical advisor? Is everything alright with your spirit origin now that we've landed in enemy territory?
I appreciate your concern, Director. Don't worry, my spirit origin seems fine too. It looks like this environment doesn't reject all heroic spirits outright, just like in the British Lost Belt. It does reject them to be sure, but I'm guessing there's still loopholes some can slip through. And for creatures that are obviously alive, like humans and animals, there shouldn't be any issue. As far as I can tell, this environment only rejects beings, namely heroic spirits, who owe most of their existence to human history. Boom! Huh? Well, that doesn't make sense. Phone? Huh? That voice. Huh?
Who you? Who you be?
I mean, I'm here, right?
Who's there?
Oh, so this is where she makes her appearance. We're here. Okay. Hey, girl. After all, I'm here, aren't I? Ibuki Doji. Hey, girl.
Oh, ho. A heroic spirit, or rather, a divine spirit. Ah, of course! I remember now. Ibuki Doji. You're one of the heroic spirits waiting on standby in the briefing room too. Good to see you're alright. Wait. What? You're alright, but... how?
And when did you get on here, girl? I have an idea. Maybe it's because unlike standard heroic spirits, Ibuki Doji is a divine spirit?
I guess, since she's obviously here and all.
Huh. It really is Ibuki Doji. That might just mean this place isn't quite the same as the British lost belt after all. It's pretty clear from what we saw that it's stopping heroic spirits from manifesting. But it doesn't stop them from incarnating. Just like in Britain, and that's not all. It also doesn't reject non-human heroic spirits. I wonder what its criteria is then. Is Ibuki Doji allowed to be here because she's a divine spirit? Or because she's a nature spirit?
Non-human? Divine spirit? Nature spirit? So, is Ibuki Doji my true name?
What? Hold up. What? Is something wrong with your memory? Did we crash land too hard? Did you bonk your head? Are you okay, girl?
Well, I know I'm still me. I know I'm really strong, and I'm really nice, and I really love booze. And I know that I'm your servant. But everything else is kind of a haze. What am I, anyway? As long as there's booze, who cares?
I do, but at least I see what's going on here now. Gotcha! Okay, well, glad to have you with us, Ibuki Doji.
Thanks, Master. I'm glad to be here too. How do those two just roll with the punches like that?
Looks like she managed to materialize here, but in consequence, lost her memory. So I'm a little nervous to ask, but what about your combat capabilities, Ibuki Doji? Do you still feel confident in those?
Oh, sure. I'm very strong. If Master wants me to fight, then of course I'll be glad to fight. Besides, I like going wild. My mind does feel kind of fuzzy though, so I may not be quite at my usual strength. Hang on. I'm gonna see if I've still got everything.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep, I can use fire. And wind. And lightning. Oh, and water too, of course.
She is basically the Avatar. Isn't that pretty much everything?
If I really wanted to, I bet I could even alter my spirit origin. Though maybe only a few times, since I bet that uses a ton of magical energy. Well, it's not great that she's lost her memory, and that we don't have the 5 other servants with us as well. But we may be in better shape than I initially thought, at least.
Hi.
Silver linings, huh? Don't you worry. I can still hold my own against just about anything.
I'm counting on you, Ibuki Doji. Thanks for helping us, Ibuki.
Thank you, Ibuki.
Oh yeah, I saw the post of people talking about how the raid was bugged at first, but now it should be working.
No problem.
Boom, boom. I'm happy Ibuki's on my side. It's like, hey Ibuki, your name is Ibuki Doji and you are one of my waifus. Yes, indeed. We are in a happy relationship. And that's basically a summary. Yes, indeed. I did not lie at all. Section 2, collision. What are we colliding with? Well, I'll find out soon.
At any rate, this is good news. Having even a single additional servant on our side vastly improves our options. Furthermore, memory issues aside, the fact that she is a divine spirit is significant. We have confirmed that the Storm Border has escaped, yes?
Ooh, 10% bond to the party. Oh, I love that. I gotta summon more for more copies then.
Then that leaves us with two choices. Go forward or go back. It need hardly be said that we will be choosing the former. We should assume that the enemy already knows we're here. So we need to reach Queen Sky and take her down as soon as possible. Sooner even. Remember, we aren't infiltrating a lost spot this time. We are here to eliminate a specific threat. The longer we take, the more time we give Queen Sky to mature as a beast. So we're just going to have to do the best we can. With the resources we have. There may not be many of us, but that will help us be stealthy. I think anyway. What do you say, technical advisor?
Sounds good to me. Though we all survived and the crash intact, and we still have Ibuki Doji with us. Am I gonna try for Taegong? I gave one multi-pull to that banner. I'm thinking if I want to give another, but right now, if anything, I might throw another one at Melusine. Cause she's cute. Did I claim my teapots? Yes, I did. Are both incredible strokes of luck. If we find ourselves needing to retreat, we can do that after we scout the place and figure out some things. So I say we stick to the basics and keep our usual strategy. Explore and analyze. Isn't that right, Master Misaki? It sure is. Yup. We can start with our immediate surroundings, just like always. It sure is.
Heh. I'm glad you understand. As for you, Muni, I trust you have no objections, though I'm sure not exactly eager to get going, coward that you are.
Aw, he gave him a cute nickname, Muni.
At least I'm not as bad as you, Chubs. Besides, it's probably better to play things safe here.
I love how they're on a nickname basis. Muni and Chubs.
So, what are we doing, Da Vinci? Do we stick to our original plan?
I'm ready to leave at any time. That may be kind of hard to do now, but I'm ready to leave. I want my Saint Quartz.
Damn, somebody's ready to go. Hell, I think your motivation's even rubbing off on me.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make some course corrections. Our initial strategy was to throw a bunch of fast and heavy-hitting heroic spirits at Koinskaya, Blitzkrieg style, regardless of the situation. But as things stand, we're about 150 kilometers from our signal. We're sitting at the special region's southern edge. So it's going to take us some time to reach Koinskaya in the center.
We could simply make a run for her in the border, but we need to do more than just reach her to secure a victory. First, I'd like to understand the environment we're in here. It would be one thing if we were surrounded, but luckily, it seems that we don't have any hostiles in the area right now. Right, technical advisor?
Yep, there's definitely no hostiles nearby. I'm constantly scanning, so if there were, I'd know. But I don't have any insights to offer about anything beyond the border scanning range. That we're going to have to investigate with the field ops team. So that would mean you need us to gather information on our surroundings, right? We have to go out, especially if we're going to find more help. Well, you want us to gather information first, I assume. Exactly.
It'd also be great if we could find a rogue servant or two to help us. I have no idea if there are any out there here, though.
Well, we are hoping to test our new servant Blitzkrieg tactics here as a trial run for the 7th Lost Belt. We were also doing it to reduce the burden on you guys. I'm really sorry we can't do that for this mission anymore. In the end, all we can do now is count on you, Mash, and Ibuki Doji to investigate this area on your own, like we always do. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Especially since Mash will be joining me this time. Especially with Ibuki Doji on our side this time. Mash is usually with me, so it's fine. I believe in Mash, but hello, Ibuki Doji.
Oh, that's me, right? Ibuki Doji. Got it, and yeah, I'll be a big help. I'm at least as strong as 100 spirits. 100 spirits? Oh, you mean as in 100 soldiers? Why do you say that instead of making it about spirits?
Hi.
Gah, you startled me. Hey, stop infusing your gaze with magical energy. You're giving me flashbacks to my hellish mystic eyes endurance training.
That kind of sounds like a fun training.
Can you actually endure that? And if so, how the hell do you train for something like that?
Okay then, let's get this new operation underway. Field Ops, your mission is to gather information on the special region and to find us some more fighters. Of course, I doubt there are many rogue servants that can maintain their existence out here. Plus, since we're not yet sure if we can use summoning circles, I don't think we'll be able to summon many other heroic spirits. But if you do find an opportunity to expand our ranks, please take it. Also, you should still be able to perform simple servant summons for at least a few minutes. So watch your stamina, investigate as much as you can, and fight when necessary.
Yes, ma'am! Beginning operation now!
You got it. Come on, Mash, Ibuki Doji. Yes, ma'am. See you later. Be careful out there. Woo!
Unfortunately, it seems our communications can't go through the barrier, but they're working fine inside it. So don't forget to make regular reports to the Shadow Border. Alright then, let the Courteous hunt begin.
Definitely, the Koyanskaya hunt, and ooh, it's pretty out here. So fast! Ooh, she's gonna get a bonus, huh? Yeah, I should have known Ibuki Doji would have some impressive aerial ability. I can't believe how fast she is, especially since she's 3 meters tall, carrying us and still flying. Crossing such a dense forest would have taken us so long without her. Boom! It's still not clear if there are any hostiles nearby or not, but we should be able to avoid detection thanks to its tree coverage.
I'm not so sure, Mash. I'm kind of glowing, right? I mean, not physically, but like, in terms of aura, you know? They'll make it pretty obvious I'm not just any ordinary foe, so we ought to keep our guard up.
Yes, that's a good point. Still, I can't help but think that this is the perfect way to scout ahead. Even if we're spotted, you should be able to outrun almost anything that comes after us. That's a good point. Yeah, Ibuki Doji, you're like the win or something.
Ibuki Doji? There's something big up ahead. I think it's part of the natural environment, but something about it is making me really uneasy. I wonder what it could be.
Ibuki?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to shout. Anyway, both of you, stay alert. I know this isn't really my first time doing something like this, but it kind of feels like it, so... There, enemies.
I'm detecting multiple heat signatures up ahead. We've got hostiles, Master.
I could try to fly around them, but I feel like that's a bad idea. Every one of my instincts is screaming at me that they've already got us in their sights. You know what that means, right?
Right.
Activating Ortanax now.
Preparing to engage the enemy. Boom. It's not safe out here, foe. Please get inside the shield. Boom.
Here they come. It really does feel like my first time doing this, but let's go.
I believe in Ibuki Doji. Oh, that is beautiful, that bond thing. I'm gonna bring her for the bond thing. Yeah, I will not resist that. Bond. Bond, bond, bond. Bonds for days. Default, actually. Boop. And might as well do event bonus. Doo-doo-doo. I just want to read what it does because I didn't read it earlier. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I do like that a lot. More bonds for me. I just like the thought of raising bonds. And I can get rid of that now, and might as well bring people along that. Oh yeah, I can bring Mash. Now that I can raise my bond with her, I might as well bring her. Yes, indeed. Sounds smart, Self. Good job, Self, for thinking. Use your brain. My brain shall be used good. And since I'm using my brain good, even more bonds, because why not? Do I want to keep you here, Merlin? I kind of do, actually. Not gonna lie. But I do miss my boy Arjuna. Or actually, I could just bring Arjuna and Nobu. It should be fine for now. I doubt I have super duper hard fights just yet anyways. And I am very, very tempted to bring along more Bond. But nah, not just yet. Bond later. And wait, silly me, I wanted to bring the aerial drive. Beautiful, beautiful aerial drive. Wow, there's so many bonuses, huh? That's cool. That'd be cool indeed. Might as well just bring this one too. Sorry, mysterious heroine, you're gonna be in the back, or not the back, you're gonna go back to Chaldea for now. Sorry, Merlin, I just want to bring Nobu for now. Might as well raise more bonds. For the delicious bond quartz. The fights do get hard real fast, uh-oh. I will suffer later. Kin. I am fighting Kin. Sup, my kin? Defense down. I don't like that. What do you do again? Might as well. Ooh, that's a pretty good fill. Yeah, might as well. For the funsies. And away we go. This should be fine. Yeah, that was fine. Not the best, not the worst. Ouch. Pain and suffering. He just like not. He thanks. Ooh. Oh, that 100%. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So there's gonna be defense debuff or defense buff. Sad that the ones that I prefer are gonna get debuffed. But it's okay, as long as they hit hard enough. And it's true for the entire event. Oh, lovely. Alrighty. Go get him. Very, very good. Yay. That wasn't too bad. But then again, it's the first fight. Where are we now? We are going into a dense forest. This'll be fine. Ibuki Doji. I'm on it. Oh? There we go. Back to normal size. That should do it, right? I recognize those creatures. Those creatures are from the Russian and Indian Lost Belts.
They were?
I recognize those creatures totally. Right. Some of them look just like the Yaga, and the others are just like the Kali we saw in the Indian Lost Belt. Although it's strange, I couldn't sense any sort of life force in them whatsoever.
Same. They were definitely coming after us, but there was nothing else to them. No anger, no fear, not even a desire to hunt to survive. Ugh, that was so weird.
I know I'm having trouble with my memories right now, but I can still tell that there was something off about those things. Senpai, do you think... Do I think what, Mash? More hostiles incoming!
These rumblings are a lot bigger than before. Be careful, you two. These things must be really huge.
Uh-oh. I recognize those silhouettes. Uh-oh. Those are Scandinavian giants, and elite warriors at that. Yeah, those are general class giants. So they're like heroic spirits but for giants. They're general class giants, oh no.
Advanced giants.
I remember a little bit now. Even a single giant is really, really strong.
And special ones like these guys are super duper rare.
So the fact that we're running into them here must mean that we're dealing with something strange.
That roar struck the very ground. Now that's what I'm talking about. We'll just have to think of them as big, walking, roaring fortresses. Get ready, Master, Mash. These giant generals are really tough.
I imagine she's gonna get her boost now.
Finally, I can cut loose. I'm sure that'll use up a lot of magical energy. So I apologize now if they kill me.
Okay, got it. Damn, they must be really strong for Ibuki to be saying that. But I got it. You guys are in trouble already, huh? You should've just let me know I was up then.
Well, those guys are huge.
I can't believe you're not scared of them, Misaki.
I am, but I'm powering through it.
Habitrot, you can come out now? I can do short bursts. It's pretty rough, but sometimes work is just like that, yeah? Alright then, let's hit them with a round from the Black Barrel to kick things off. You ready, Mash? I'll let you handle the timing. Right, setting Black Barrel to blaster mode. Just let me know when to activate it, Master.
Thanks for the help. Alright, let's do this. Nameless giant generals.
I believe in you, Ibuki. Cannot use Habitrot. That's fine. It's not like I'm planning on using her right now. Okay, only once, and... Cool! Okay, I'll put Mash up here. But I want to keep my boy up. If I gotta redo it, I gotta redo it. That's how it be. But oh, I am enjoying the amount of bond I'm gonna gain during this thing. This is wonderful. I love how some of their weapons are covering each other's faces. I was thinking like that's a weird silhouette, but nope. Oh, Mash! This will be fine. And oh, that is nice. Okay, she automatically gets those too. Okay, when you use Mash's first skill, Habitrot will fire her off her Noble Phantasm. I'm not gonna use it yet then. I will ignore this one. Yes, indeed. And let's see, who are these? These are... Fokker, E, Groff, and... Mick 1. Okay. Interesting name she gave them. let's just bonk over here with my boy.
I will believe in the boy.
I might as well just use this. Whee! Oh yeah, they do have a different buff, okay. I hate that one. Oh, I hate that one too. But I hate this one the most. You are the one I'm going to destroy first. You, sir, are my main enemy. Okay. Mark 1. Now get out of here, sir. Defensive aid. Meh. Whatever, you're invincible, fine. Not my boy. My boy. I just want to keep him alive. I'm gonna save Mash's taunt. Or actually, no, I could use it. Nah, not right now. Or I could. Me. I will still focus on. Actually, no. Nah. I'll go for this dude now. Or actually, be like, nah. This guy. He's my other enemy that I don't like. I'm happy Ibuki can just get through them. I believe in her. Perfect if they're single target and will phantasm. That means focus on Nash for reals. They really want to go after my boy though. And I don't appreciate that. Maybe I'll just use it now. Or this one now at least. And the other one later. But nah, it should be fine. I'm gonna believe they're not gonna go after my boy again. Like, why would they do that? That'd be so crazy. Ha ha ha. Go, ma'am, go. Ignore their invincible. Oh, Habit Trust level Phantasm for this fight provides a special damage resistance of the enemy. Good to know. I'll definitely use it the next reasonable Phantasm. Graf still has one more invincible. Oh, look at him trying to evade. Wait, what happened to Mash? Wait, Mash, what happened to you? No, not my boy. What does that say? Unable to change order. Well, it's not like I'm planning on changing the order anyway, so... It's fine, I guess? Yeah, it's fine. What you do again? NPCL, let's do that. Heh! That's right, Graf. None for you, Graf. I might as well do that. Yes, indeed. Oh, I forgot to change my Ibuki to her tiny self. I meant to do that. Because she's cute like that. I'll do that later. Good job. Ouch. And now time to do this. Yay! Good job, Mash. I believe in you, Mash. We believe in you, Mash. And let's see how do I want to go about this. Might as well just attack this dude because why not? Even if he has that stuff. Whatever. I might as well fill up a gauge now that I think about it. Filling up gauge good. Whee! Gauge filling. Good job. Lava drop.
Oh, poor Mash.
I'm sorry, Mash, but thank you, Mash. I appreciate you, Mash. Mash is the greatest. Mash smash. And what does this one do again? I'm not worried about that right now, so... Let's go for this dude because I don't like him. He scares me with his buff. I'm sorry, Mash. Yeah, the chance to evade is annoying. Oh well, it's too late for Habitat. I was gonna use it for Noble Phantasm thingy, but it's okay. Too late in this world. There's hope for the next time. It's only a chance, but I still don't like that chance. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Whee! Should be fine. Actually, wait, let me focus on you because you're the one I don't like the most. Okay, let's go. The Christmas event truly was easy mode for the fight compared to this. And no, they evaded. How dare you, sirs? If I lose due to the evades, ouch. Never mind. What was I worried about? I shouldn't have been worried at all. Thank you, Ibuki. We love Ibuki here. Phew. Oh, Ibuki hit harder than I thought she would. And I'm happy about that. Oh, Section 3 only has one thing? Okay. Section 3. The Eternity Seeker. Delicious seaforts. Nom nom nom. Darkness and light. Phew. That was really, really tough, but hey, we beat them all. Nice work, everyone. You too, Happy Cat. Thanks. I sure do feel worked. She's not a fairy, is she? She looks like she's the incarnation of an elemental and a phantasmal. Wait, doesn't that mean she's a god? Oh well, who cares? She's nice and she's pretty. What else do I need to know? Alright, later guys. Thank you so much, Habitat. It's, great that we beat them and all, but... I still have no idea what those things even were. Or, for that matter, why we even fought them. I recognize that aura they had, Senpai. Yeah, they probably work for Koinskaya. Yeah, they might be Koinskaya's underlings. Right. We've seen her controlling creatures native to one Lost Belt and the other Lost Belts before. And those three giants, along with the Yagas we fought before, had a strikingly similar hostile air to them. And this place is that Koinskaya lady's territory, right? So that would mean... they're lost kin. That is to say, her kin. They're automatons of a sort. They've been deployed all over the place here, and then set to attack anything that seems remotely hostile. So please, don't worry. They're not connected to their leader, so they can't alert her to your presence. That said, your luck was pretty rotten running into those giants. They're one of the stronger varieties of Lostkin. Still, I'm impressed you turned things around. And beat all three of them. Truly, that was an incredible display of strength.
Wow, I can't believe it. I should have sensed you the moment you entered my detection range, but you got all the way up here without me noticing.
Master, get behind me! It's okay, Mash. If he'd wanted to attack us, he would have already.
I see. Very logical of you.
Who are you?
Me? Well, I can assure you that I'm not your enemy. So please, do feel free to relax your guard. If anything, I'm the opposite of your enemy. I'm a professional, here to hunt a beast. I may have materialized as a rider, but I assure you, I am a man of many talents. So on that note, I would be most grateful if you would entrust me to dispose of this shadow of Daji. I would be most grateful if you would entrust me with the disposal of this shadow of Daji.
Daji?
I know a great deal about her, you see, and I've also done some additional investigating on my own.
Yay! We have another fighter now!
Oh wait, is this something to celebrate, Master?
I think so. Though when characters who are supposed to be super tough come around, and for some reason characters that seem friendly with their eyes closed, those are always the most sus ones. I don't know why. That's just a thing. So maybe that's just my personal bias right now talking, but that's how I see him right now. My dude, you're kind of sus.
Oh my! Are you still suspicious of me? Perhaps you were deceived by another handsome man recently?
And the fact that he's calling himself a handsome man, even more so now.
So that's your answer, huh? And here I thought I was something of a skilled negotiator. Well, that's strange.
Duh. I could have told you this would happen. You're always so obtuse. That's why I told you to let me talk to them. Boom!
Whoa there. It's okay. It's okay, Nikitich. You can come out now. I think they've already figured out what's going on anyway.
Obviously, that's why I spoke up. She's so cute. I love how fluffy her design is. Humph. I told you we didn't have to hide. We should have jumped in and helped them fight the giants. Nice to meet you, everyone. I'm Nikitich. I like how she's just flat out telling me her name, unlike Mr. Sus dude who comes out here being like, I'm a handsome hunter, and I'm here to help you. I'm not sus at all. I'm just so handsome and just happen to be here and very helpful. I'm the wonderful negotiator as one is. Yeah, totally, sir. Also, yep, same here. It's nothing to do with how he dodged me too. Ha ha ha. Then again, like Nikki here, she also dodged me, so I don't know about that. I love how she has Nya in her name. I know it's not the same Nya, but still, so cute. Dobra Nya, Nikitich, the heroic dragon slayer of Kiev. I'm really strong.
Wow, if you're saying so, it must be true.
Yep, I sure am. Wow.
What kind of conversation is that?
As for this creep... You go, girl, calling him out.
Oh, please, allow me. Wait, me? A creep? Uncalled for. Oh well, never mind. I'll just keep this short. I have come here from the Sage World. That is to say, I've materialized here from the Throne of Heroes, of course. In my life, I was something of a tactician, though I also dabbled in Taoism. My true name is Tai Gong Wang. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
funny if you just left the first part. Ah, yes. Let me keep this short and simple, and then just one little sentence. Section 4. Nikitich Conflict Revolution. Wow! Getting him on one summon ticket, that's amazing. And her for a single quartz pot. Yeah, that is god tier luck. I heard voices. That's when it began. I think it's probably when I began. I heard voices, and more voices. Did I check out Summer Castoria's NP animation? Not yet. I was lazy last night. After I ate my victory fruit, I lay down, started a video, and then I passed out. The fruit was good. So many little voices, all clustered together. Each was so faint, so small, so feeble, so fragile. I couldn't make any of them out. If they hadn't all overlapped, I would have never even have realized they were voices. And yo, tonight I'm hoping that I get to eat some cheesecake, but if the cheesecake's all eaten by the time I finish my stream, it's understandable. So bright. Then again, they could have been prayers. There were voices, many voices. Numberless faint screams, all running together. I couldn't distinguish any of the individual voices, but I did my best to draw them all together. Then just listen as hard as I could. And while I was doing that, I became an individual. In the center of that cataclysm, that shockwave, an incredible flash of light and heat that nothing could survive, I chose life. That was when I learned what those countless voices meant. In that fraction of a second, as everything around me went up in flames. I learned of their lives up until that point. I heard the goodbyes that they said in their final moments. Those countless screams of shock and agony showed me the lives they lived on this planet. And in their final moment, those countless voices celebrated my creation. They said I would speak for them, that I was the greatest of their kind, all while celebrating my birth amid the flames. Happy birthday! I am... I am mystery. Yes, indeed. I'm fighting a rider. There's no fear. No fear. Taigong Wang?
Yes, Taigong Wang. Oh, you can also call me Lu Shang or Xiang Xia or Grand Duke Jiang, whatever you like.
So many options, my dude. That is a lot. I'm just gonna call you that sus creepy dude. Because he said whatever I like, right? Taigong Wang Lu Shang.
Taigong Wang. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Or maybe not. No, I think I have.
I don't know the extent of your knowledge, Ibuki Doji, but I can tell you that Taigong Wang Lu Shang is a genius tactician from ancient China's Yin, also known as the Shang Dynasty. He's also said to be the author of the 6 secret teachings and the 3 strategies, the ultimate techniques Kiichi Hogan guards with her life. And he's the great hero who fought alongside King Wu of Zhou to defeat the tyrannical King Zhou, the last ruler of Shang. According to the investiture of the gods, he's also a master of sage arts who single-handedly defeated tons of monsters who threw their lot in with King Zhou and the Shang. When I think of Zhou, the only Zhou that comes to mind is our bestie from Samurai Remnant. This is great! You guys hit the jackpot!
We overheard the whole thing. Taigong Wang, eh? He's also a disciple of Yuanshi Tianzun, immortal ruler in the Kunlun Mountains, and one of the greatest deities in all of Taoism.
Yep, he was one of the key figures in the overthrow of the Shang dynasty. He's also the one who coined the phrase, spilled water never returns to the bowl. It's the Chinese equivalent of, there's no use crying over spilled milk.
I read the annotated English translation of the Investiture of the Gods from cover to cover, so I know exactly why you're here, Taigong Wang. You're here because Daji, King Zhou of Shang's beloved consort, famed for her beauty and the havoc she wreaked all throughout China.
She sounds fun. Beautiful and causing havoc.
Is actually the fair-faced golden fox, a millennium fox spirit and a beast, right? Daji was a beast all along, right?
Look at him just smiling there silently.
Right?
Well, are you going to answer the man?
Oh yes, of course. It was just so obvious. Thought it was a rhetorical question. Yes, that's right. Daji was what you nowadays call a beast. One of the evils of humanity. Man, but she was tough too.
Ooh, Neza also appeared in that story.
Seriously. Aha! I knew it!
Fair-faced golden fox. Fox. My wives, Tamamo. Tamamo no mae? Senpai? I'm pretty sure I remember Tamamo no mae being very clear that she wasn't Daji. Back in the lunchroom. Daji? Sure I was, Wolf. Most of the legends of Tamamo no mae says that she washed up in Japan after committing all kinds of atrocities in China and India. So of course, they make her out to be the worst kind of monster. Daji of Shang, Baozi of Zhou, the great evil god who demanded a tribute of 1,000 heads in the Magadha kingdom. She's one of the worst foxes in history of ever. She gives all Tamamos a bad name. Absolutely not. Oh, thank you to put a stop to this dodgy slander. In fact, when you talk about her, it sounds like a confession, so I'd really appreciate you stopping. Whoa, the way you just casually brushed over the parts about Zhou and Magadha. I'll need to remember how you did that for later. Okay, but really though, are you sure you're not excluding Daji because you're actually worried about her? Come on, why not accept Baozi, aka Daji, as part of your story too? We're all the same and we're all great in our own way. Don't be ridiculous. Baozi and Daji are as different as chalk and cheese sticks. Sure, maybe we look alike if we squint a bit, but that's about it. Look, they say Daji was one of the most evil women ever to walk this world. They say that she was an unrivaled ruiner of nations, who delighted in torturing and killing people by making them walk oiled pipes over charcoal fires. And okay, maybe I did some things, but I never went anything like that far. Gotcha. So even though, as the original Tamamo, your nation ruiner gauge pops up whenever you max out your good wife gauge, you still say you never did anything so major as taking an entire nation for your husband, huh? Ah, yes. Tamamo probably accidentally ate chalk thinking that they're cheese sticks. Well, the white cheese sticks and white chalk, I guess they do look similar in shape. Similar enough. And hey, chalk looks kind of good. There's healthy clay and chalk is made out of clay, right? So technically, if she ate the right type of chalk, maybe it's fine? Now you listen. And listen good, cat. I'm gonna put an end to this once and for all. I know nothing of dodgy in any way, shape, or form. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Is something wrong?
Oh no, it's nothing. Taigun Wang, I remember now. You're basically the progenitor of military strategy as we know it. You're a renowned general and tactician, and you later went on to found the state of Qi. Right? I may not remember anything about myself, but I guess I still have that bit of knowledge tucked away in my brain. So, Chaldea's finally got a genuine legend helping us out, huh? Sounds good to me. Boom, boom. That's sort of a weird thing to hear from a divine spirit. I'm also pretty sure the spirit origin graph isn't exactly short of other legendary figures. But I get what you're saying. I take it you two are both rogue servants then? Even though it's apparently really difficult for most heroic spirits to even materialize here.
Oh yes, it definitely is. I'm doing my best not to disappear even as we speak. Fortunately, I was able to improvise a feng shui that helped. But to be completely honest, even with that, it's rough being here.
Really? It is?
Huh? You know, now that you mention it, you don't seem all that affected by this environment, Nikitich.
'Cause I'm not. Being here is no problem for me at all. You know what I'm talking about, right, Dragon Lady?
Yeah. It's not really a problem for me either, Warrior Lady.
Ibuki's got some really selective amnesia.
So you could tell I'm a dragon, huh? I kind of had the sense I might be one. Maybe we have more in common than we think.
Personally, I'm curious what's going under that hat and with that tail too. Maybe she's a werewolf? I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't know.
Let's see, first off... Nikitich, I bet you're pretty skilled, aren't you? Well...
What's with these two and being silent and standing there menacingly as one do?
Well, are you going to answer the woman?
Oh right, sorry. I got kind of caught up watching the dragon talk, so I wasn't thinking. Talk about birds of a feather. I guess that means they get along. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. Right. I wonder if they share some kind of connection we don't know about? Yeah, they share the same gotcha banner mash.
I'm Dobrynya Nikitich. I'm a dragon. You can call me Dobrynya or Nikitich. Doesn't matter to me.
Is she really a dragon? I thought she was a cat girl.
You already told us your true name, but okay. Dobrynya Nikitich it is.
You're going with both, huh? Greedy girl. You're one of the legendary Bogatires, a renowned dragon slayer who served the Grand Prince of Kiev.
A hero of Kiev, eh? Nikitich. Yes, I've heard that name before. You single-handedly defeated Gorinich, a many-headed Zime, that's Russian for dragon. And twice no less, I remember hearing stories about your journey to Constantinople too. I'm a little surprised to see you as a woman, but then again, this sort of thing does seem to happen with heroic spirits kind of a lot.
Yes indeed, Gordolf, never question it. Never question the waifus.
And sometimes, we get bigger or smaller too.
Yep. I'm really strong, and I can do just about anything.
I see. So now we can count on Taigun Wang, the Beast Hunter, and Dobrynya Nikitich, the Dragon Slayer among our allies. That's a great start to our operation. And I'd say it bodes well for the future too.
Right. Taegung Wang Nikitich?
Yes?
I'm so sorry we didn't properly introduce ourselves sooner. I'm Mash Curilate, a demi-servant. I'm working for the Chaldean Security Organization to help restore human history. And this is my master. I'm Misaki of Chaldea. Hi, let me summon you.
Pleased to meet you. So you're the last master and servant of humanity, Lord Yuanshi Tianzun told me all about your exploits. Which is to say, I know a great deal about all of you thanks to the guidance of human history. Don't worry about Nikitich, I've caught her up.
I don't know much about capital H humanity, but there's someone here who wants to get rid of it, right? Then I'll smash her up good, simple as that.
How enthusiastic. That's the most reassuring thing I've heard in a while. No wonder you got so famous. But is it just me or does she seem kind of, bloodthirsty? Can we really count on her? Are we sure that she's not a berserker?
Gordov, that makes her fun. Don't worry, she's definitely a rider. I mean, we're communicating right now, no problem, right? Yeah, I can talk. I did a great job mastering human words.
It's pretty clear that is a recent state of affairs.
Okay, Taegung Wang and Nikitich. Let's just make sure we're all after the same thing here. We're pursuing the being we expect is ruining this entire spatial region. Talmovich-Klayanskaya. She's an immature beast 4 who used to flit from last belt to last belt. But now, for some reason, she seems to have settled down here. We still don't know the specifics. But worst case scenario, she's preparing to mature into a full-grown beast. We're looking to eliminate her before that happens. And we'd like you to help us. What do you say?
I'm so glad you asked. As a matter of fact, I've been anxiously awaiting your arrival. I'm relieved to see you Chaldeans are just as friendly as I've been told. Phew.
Buttering them up already?
Ha ha ha. I'm not buttering them up, I'm just paying them a compliment. Isn't that the same thing?
Well, I'm not gonna compliment you. If you're gonna fight to save the world, you need to be strong enough. That's better. That cloth is just getting in the way.
Wait.
I'm gonna see what you guys are made of, got it?
Yeah. Whoa, let's all just calm down. You already saw their skill in battle against the Lost Kin, remember?
And I said, I'm gonna see what they're made of. Master, Nikitich's magical energy is rising quickly.
So much for our peaceful negotiations. Must it always go this way?
Here I come. Chaldean heroic spirits, and you, Master Girl. Show me what you've got. I wonder how comfortable her outfit would be as cosplay. Like, just based on that change. And don't mind me. Boop.
Before I forget to do that thing.
Okay, all good. And this is just a test. So the test fight might not be as bad as the Giants. And if it is as bad, my bad. That's what I get for being cocky. Oh. I see. Okay. She has a lot of HP, and look at those remaining enemies. I'm just gonna assume I have to break her gauge once. And under that assumption, I shall just bonk really hard as one dude. I already gave that to him, and just in case. Might as well use it now, and away I go with just Arjuna. Believe in the boy. Oh, that was good damage. I should have just focused on Mash now because it's only just one of her. Oh well, too late. And of course she went for my boy. Good thing I gave him that buff. Yes, indeed. Very, very good thing. Now if I didn't, then this would get painful. But as of right now, it's fine. Okay, time to break her. Ta-da! Aerial attack? Okay, battle finish. Yay, I did a thing. I feel so proud. Now I'm fighting a rider. Conflict resolution, huh? Roar! Not used to aerial combat, are you? She keeps hitting us from above. First Melusine, now her. She keeps hitting us from above. At least she's not pelting us with projectiles, but we're still at a disadvantage. I could fly up there to fight her, but I don't feel right leaving you two alone. I know. We can use the trees for cover. Follow me. Oh, no you don't. Wow. That tingles. What a weird feeling. She's using her wyverns as though they were fighter jets. It looks like Dobrynya Nikitich is a more formidable enemy than we thought, Master. And on top of that, she's using attacks made to hurt Dragonkin against Ibuki Doji. Yup, she's a dragon slayer who actually rides her own dragon. Talk about winning the skill lottery. Then that white dragon might be Nikitich's legendary horse in a new form. Watch out, guys. That's no ordinary dragon. Think of it more like a heroic spirit in its own right. Oh, so that's supposed to be a horse. A horse that evolved into a dragon as one do. Heroes are supposed to challenge impossible odds. So challenge them. Don't tell me you're going to give up just because you can't fly.
Well, that's just silly. No, I think you're going too far there, Nikitich. That's like telling a turtle to fly, or a lost child to just figure out a way home. We're all adults here, so we can adapt as necessary. So what if they can't fly? So what if they can't defy the impossible odds you set before them? All they need is a little help, and that, in this case, from me.
Are you gonna bring out the fishing pole?
Huh? You guys are floating too?
Or I can fly. This feeling. Mash! Yes, Master. This is just like the magecraft that lets someone walk on air.
I'll be backing up the two Chaldeans with my Feng Shu. As for myself, I'll be riding on Shibu Xiangir. I'm a rider after all.
Huh? Cool.
Look out, she's gonna dive bomb us again. Then we'll just have to go higher than her, come on.
I want to summon him so I can fly. I want the ability to fly around. Magic, trust, and pixie dust, woohoo! But not really. Tiangong, I'm sorry for calling you a creepy sus dude. If you can make me fly around like this, you're fine to me now. This is a fun ability. I appreciate it, and uh-oh.
Cage of affection, of course.
Oh. Oh, this is horrifying. I have the ability to raise my Scotty, but I was lazy. And oh no. For her noble phantasm, does she hit everyone? Actually, I don't have to fear too much. I can just do this. At least for the first turn. Ah. Wait, how many evades does she have? Let me check real quick. 3. Eh. Just eh. No fear. I gotta use guts just in case. Oh, she's AoE. Ew. Man, can you just like not? Just ew. Potentially fine. If Arjuna goes poof next turn, I just gotta at least have to use Noble Phantasm so he'll go out in a blaze of glory. Don't go after him just yet. I said blaze of glory. Well, Mash will live. He has guts, so potentially he'll live. And if not, I still have this. And as for herself, so I'm not gonna do that one just yet. Oh, Arjuna, because he knows this is his time to shine. Believe in the boy. Yeah, Ibuki only has an Ignore Invincible on her Noble Phantasm though. Gotta get rid of that evade. So many enemies have evade for this event so far. I kinda want to switch back to that target craft essence. So then that way I can just be like, oh, you're trying to evade, joke's on you. Did she summon Blue Eyes against me? If she can use Blue Eyes, that's cool. GG. That wasn't too bad. Now, okay, I'll use all Ibuki. More Ibuki. And I'll even give her this. Let's let her hit even harder now. Foo foo foo. Okay. Great job, Ibuki. Oh, that is beautiful damage. I love how powerful she is here. That was nice. That was very satisfying. Thank you, Ibuki. Okay, I can bring her down now, depending on my cards. Mash, smash! Go get her, Mash! Mash hits hard. Ah, so close. Maybe I should have used all Buster here, but I wanted to believe in Mash. She did fine. Now for reals this time. Oh, Arjuna wants to get his revenge. Okay, Arjuna, do the thing. Good job, my dude. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, all good. Now to defeat the remaining 94 enemies. For the bond point. Ah, speaking of bond. Oh, beautiful. And yes, they should give Mash a gun, and with a gun, that means I could probably summon her in Blue Archive someday if they ever had a collab. Foo foo foo. Wind Sorcery? Taigong Wang. Wee. I've managed to limit her mobility, but only temporarily. Now let's see.
Lady Bukidoji.
On it.
Mash, give me a foothold.
Right, here. Use my shield as a springboard.
Thanks. Okay, here goes. Fake Noble Phantasm, overarm, octo-pulsing billow.
What? A new noble phantasm? And what a name. She said it was fake, so I think she's just going to charge. Then I'll open up our magical energy connection all the way. Do it, Ibuki Doji. A flying earth dragon. No fair, but it is beautiful. I see your resolve and your bravery. A perfect way to decide the winner. Bring it. Brilliant! You did a great job of piercing my mount's wing. I'm impressed. See? I can just barely stay aloft now. Your teamwork was as excellent as your swordplay. Unless I have Taikun Wang heal my mount's wing, or let him use his spirit form to rest, I won't be able to stay in the air. You win, Chaldea. Now for the time being, let's get back on the ground. Sounds good. This new fake noble phantasm technique really takes a lot out of me. I don't blame you. You spun around 8 times in the midair while charging her. I want to see that animated. That charge was pretty reckless. Spinning around 8 times in midair while charging her. That's amazing. Using my full strength is kind of tiring. Oof. Take your time getting back down, okay? And deep breaths. Let's just take it slow, okay? Nice and easy. Take your time getting back down, okay? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And now talk no jutsu time. There we go. Good work, my mount. Stay in your spirit form until you feel better. Now then, you Chaldeans are pretty good.
Phew, I'm glad things worked out this time, but my poor heart would thank you for not doing this kind of thing again. I know that laugh. You've learned nothing here, have you? Not to worry, my good man. I won't let her pull a stunt like that again. Besides, she was mainly just showing off there. And heroic spirits don't generally feel a need to prove their strength twice, do they?
True. Demonstrating how strong you are in battle is a simple and effective negotiation tactic. Though, I'll also say that I'm glad we had your help for this one. Thanks, Taikun Wang.
Not at all. My goodness, Lady Dobrynya Nikitich. Once you make up your mind, you don't change it for anything, do you? You certainly are a willful young warrior.
Are you calling me selfish? Because I'm not. Talk about calling the kettle black.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Aw. How about we set this stuff aside for now, shall we? Besides, people don't even have notions of psychological ideas and like ego when we were alive.
Foo. Millifo.
Yow!
Stop that, foe. What's gotten into you, huh? He's just like Merlin? That doesn't matter. Besides, it's insulting both him and Merlin to assume they're alike. Ah, no wonder why I couldn't summon earlier. I thought he'd be nice to me, but if he's like Merlin, he's gonna take forever to come home. Good thing he's unlimited. Oh. Oh, so cute! He turned into a tapir. Or at least he looks like a tapir. Oh, so precious. Mo. There, you see? Even the tapir next to Taigong Wang is upset. Huh? Tapir? Mama. Oh, it's so cute. I want to keep it. Okay, I'm not gonna summon Taigong Wang. I'm gonna summon this. I want Sibu Xiang. Boom. Mama. What happened to that majestic mount? When did his mount turn into a cute, squishy tapir? Let me keep him. I don't know, but he looks adorable.
Oh yes, this is my little Sibu Xiang. It's what he looks like when he's not in battle mode.
It's nice to meet you, Sibu Xiang. Mama.
Oh my, that's odd. He's usually so shy around strangers. Maybe his personality changes while he's a noble phantasm? Fascinating. Anyway, if we put Sibu Xiang aside for now, my good Chaldeans, we have a lot to discuss. As I'm sure you suspect, Nobunaga Nikitich and I materialized in this territory before you arrived. As heroic spirits on the side of humanity, we naturally did so to destroy the being that lies at its heart. I believe we know a good deal more about this place than you do, and we will be happy to serve as your guides. However, there is unfortunately still a lot we don't know about you. All we really know is that you're an organization that fights for humanity. We have no idea about the trials you've overcome to date, your current situation, or anything pertaining to the 6 lost belts you've taken down. So before we go any farther, I'd like to suggest that we both share what we know. How about it?
I see. Yes, that sounds great. We could really use all the information we can get right now. What Match said. Yeah, please tell us everything you know. Information dump.
I see. Those 6 lost belts are really something, So that's why there are 6 of them here. That explains quite a lot. Thank you very much. Now I can better explain what's going on here. I know there may not be much point in saying this now after the fact, but I'm in charge, so I need to say it anyway. Misaki, Kirilight, do you really think Field Ops agents should be quite so forthcoming? It would be one thing if we didn't have any information at all, but to share the many things we do know so easily with heroic spirits you've only just met is...
muffled grunting.
Come on, Chubs. This ain't exactly Misaki and Mash's first rodeo. They know what they're doing. They believe they can trust these servants, and they want to. That's why they're taking the shortest possible path to get there, exchanging information.
Plus, if he betrays me, I'm just gonna punch him.
They wouldn't do that unless they were confident in these servants' character, right guys?
Sure. Nod. Stares at fists. Clenches them.
Well, Yes? I'm very happy you're so keen on the idea of exchanging information. But I was hoping to make a little deal first, actually. You see, there's actually something I'd like to take care of before sharing valuable intel. I see.
I don't really know what they're talking about, so I think it's snack time. Want some? Sisu Xiang? Ma.
Maybe you prefer carrots over jerky. Why did I even bring carrots with me? Oh well. Okay, here you go. Some nice yummy carrots.
Oh, so precious. Crunch.
Wow, you got one heck of an appetite, don't you?
You idiot!
Gah!
Look, my dragon and Sibu Xiang are getting bored because he can't get to the damn point. Look at him enjoying a little snack. Nom.
Look, doesn't he have a hearty appetite? You've got me there. You're right, I messed up. Just look at Sibuxiang, go to town on those carrots. Alright, I understand. I'll get straight to the point then. That said, this is sort of a thorny issue, and one we'll have to confront sooner or later. You see, there's a place I'd like to show you all to best share the information we have. But the quickest way to get there requires us to cut through an incredibly powerful creature's lair. And when I say incredibly powerful, I mean something that makes those giants he fought earlier look like nothing.
Ah, I see. So we're going to have to fight this thing.
Indeed. We'll need to eliminate this creature if I'm going to safely show you around the place I'd like you all to see. Besides, we also need to whittle the enemy's forces down at some point. So what do you say, Chaldeans? I leave the decision in your hands.
If that's what Taigon wants to do, I'll go along with it.
I'm with you. Whatever you decide, of course, Master.
Master, let's go. Besides, I want to hear everything he has to say. He's right anyway. We do need to whittle the enemy's forces down.
I want to hear what he has to say.
Tell me, dude. Right.
Then it's settled. Come along then. This will be our first operation together.
Whee! Adventure!
Like, how bad can this be?
Super Unit Base, South. Super Unit, but I'm not fighting it though. Cool! We're gonna use Talk no Jutsu. Or freeze. This blizzard is making it very hard to see. Please, hold on to me, Master. This is no ordinary weather. And then there's the...
Lightning?
Lightning, huh?
Yup, lightning.
Hang on. What's that past the lightning? A mountain?
No, it's not a mountain. Now I get it. So they've got that kind of stuff here, huh? Maybe that's why I'm here. This is all so messed up. That's right, there's no mountain. It's someone you're already familiar with. A being who commands lightning and blizzards, and who commands incredible magical energy. Of the various kings who disappeared into the rift, some of them peacefully, some of them kicking and screaming, he was the very first.
The raid boss!
Ivan the Terrible, the Wandering Glacier.
No way! Ivan the Terrible? No way! I don't have a golem to punch him with.
That's right. A complete recreation of Ivan the Terrible, constructed entirely from magical energy. Of course, I only learned his actual name earlier when he told me about the Lost Belts, but never mind that now. At any rate, the unfortunate truth of the matter is, he's a main to one of Daji's weapons. At present, he's one of the single strongest creatures in this place, and he's guarding his base. And that, I'm sure you can imagine, is quite the conundrum.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's strong and heavy, very heavy. Did I mention strong? And to make matters worse, he'll even leave his base to lend his aid to the other areas if he's needed.
Aw, he has the power of friendship.
Which, for all intents and purposes, makes him an incredible
pain in the ass.
Indeed.
Wow, I'm amazed. You guys are planning to take that thing on? That's great. Those 3 giant generals were earlier exciting, but this, wow. I like you guys. This will definitely be worth the hard work. What do you think, Master? Me going all out won't kill you, right? Go for it, Ibuki Doji. If that's what it takes to defeat the Lightning Sargon, go for it.
Got it. Then I'll go even harder.
Just don't blame me if you run out of magical energy, okay? Bum, bum. It's okay, Fo. I always keep a close eye on Senpai's magical energy levels. Bum.
I'll have Orochi hold that big elephant down. Then you guys hit him with everything you've got.
Right. I'm ready for battle. Habitrot, can you help me? I'm up again. Huh? You got it. Whoa. Why did it get so cold? Who cares? Don't worry. I'm not gonna let a little frostbite bring me down. I'll make sure the black barrel's okay too. Huh. I didn't know you had another small friend. And you mean business too. Heh, not bad. Alright everyone, let's get him. Ooh. After I get this delicious sing quartz, nom nom nom. Okay, final assault. Yay! Okay, same thingies. No fear, no fear. Okay, I'm gonna bring in Merlin then. But I'll keep Ibuki here because Ibuki cute. And Mash is here too for emotional support Mash. She should be good. And away we go. How bad can this be? With Ibuki on my side, I should be fine. And oh gosh, I hate this feeling. My left leg fell asleep. Oh, that is so annoying. Ouch. Left leg, why you do this? Let's see. Gain resistance to all noble phantasm attacks. Of course he does. Of course, of course. Whatever. I'm still gonna bonk him. Let's just get rid of that now. He might not get super duper hurt by it the first time, but it's okay. First is the worst. Second is the best. Oh. No wonder why they have that part for his name then. Oh shoot, I almost forgot about Happy Cat. I'll use her next one. Oh, she did so good. Wow! I didn't even have to use Happy Cat. Good job, Ibuki. Look at how hard she hit. She's built different. Oh no, he's filling up his gauge a lot. Is he gonna do that again? Merlin, no! Merlin? Really, Merlin? Really? You were just here for like a turn, Merlin? I didn't know you were gonna go poof that easily, Merlin, and I panicked and used that middle one. My bad. But still, Merlin. Merlin, why? Really, Merlin? Come on, Merlin. Silly Merlin. Go get him. Ouch. Okay, time to bully him with this. Yep, it worked. It did work. Good. Why no Habitrot? Not yet. Biding time. Or maybe I could just use her now at this point. Might as well. See what happens. And, I want to use the Power Buster. That should hit hard. Oh! Oh, she flat out uses it! actually amazing! Oh, that is so adorable! For some reason, I didn't think she'd actually use it. Your move, buff! How dare you, sir! Heh. Oh well. What that? Near water? I guess being by water is bad? What is he, like, hydrophobic? Water can be scary. What you gonna do, sir? Ouch. Ouch. He went after my little Ibuki. Oh, she's just so cute. I'm gonna give that to her now. Because she's cute. Clearly I got my priorities in check. For the cuteness. All the cuteness. Great job, Ibuki. Thank you for doing the thing. Look at her being amazing. Ooh, good morning to you. Ow, that hurt. Thank you, Serpent God's Wrath. That makes me feel better. Because that was painful. I did not like that. That was a bad feeling. And let's see. And for the funsies, might as well just use all mash. Good job, Mash. Mash smash. Alrighty. And no fear for now. We believe in you, Mash.
神明凍結展開これは多くの後多くの願いを受けた幻想の城こうせよモールだやめろか
Go get him, Mash.
ブーストストップバーニャ
Thank you, Mash.
確実に
Okay, no effect on him. Heh. Oh, Mash, I'm so thankful for your noble phantasm. That was wonderful. You are the greatest, Mash. Wonderful, Mash. And for the funsies. Wee! All Ibuki.
いいんじゃねそういうのもあるよね
恐れん災いは今こそお前たちのもとへと来たる真剣さなぎの太
Okay, that was pretty good damage. And he's down this turn anyways. Thank you, Ibuki. You are the best. Oh, this the part Ibuki is amazing. I love her. Not only does she give me more bond points, she hits hard. Thank you, Ibuki. Okay. I did it! I destroyed him! Woohoo! Section 5. Graceful life forms gone mad. Uh-oh. Why so mad? Well, time to find out. Oh, brightness! The blizzard. It's disappearing. We won! Great job, everyone!
Way to go! You did great, Master and Mash. So did you, Taigong. And Nikiti and Happy Cat. Oh, I could really go for a drink.
Oh yeah, a little after-work drink always hits a spot. I love kicking back with an apple water after an all-nighter. Make sure you call me the next time you're celebrating, okay? Anyway, I'm going back to sleep. Night. Phone. Phone? Phone. Pho. Is something wrong, Mash? Oh, I was just thinking. The fact that Ivan the Terrible's body was recreated here means Koyanskaya managed to add a Lost Belt King to her stock of weapons back in the Russian Lost Belt. Are there other recreations like this? I wonder what criteria she uses to choose for her collection. Are there any recreations like this? Uh-oh. Not that many. Tagon Wang and I took a bunch of them down.
Well then, why don't I start with the information I have on the hostile creatures populating this place? As you've already seen for yourselves, there are broadly speaking two types of creatures here. First, mass-produced ones which reproduce on their own as a species.
That must be what those creatures who look like the Yagas and Kali were. Those must be the creatures that were unique to each Lost Belt.
Yes, that's right. Yagas and Kali, was it? And of course, you ran into Scandinavian giants too. We call mass-produced units like those lost kin. Well, you do see the occasional rare variant, like those more advanced giants. It's generally safe to think of them as the common foot soldiers.
Ah, yes. That probably includes Ivan. That's why the raid was glitched. It's all because of Taigong and Niki's fault. Yeah, that's what happened. Totally.
Oh, by the way, I coined the term lost kin. You're welcome to use it. At any rate, they can be categorized as species that inhabit this place. Next, we have reproduced super units. That reproduction of the lightning Tsar we just fought is a perfect example. I've categorized units like those as lost weapons, singular threats that aren't part of any species. So we have lost kin, which are hostile species, and lost weapons, which are hostiles, which are hostile individual beings. Simple, no? To date, Daji has added 6 types of lost kin, and 6 types of lost weapons, 6 species, 6 units. I wonder how many she's planning to collect when all's said and done. There are 7 lost belts after all. But 7 wouldn't be a very fitting number for her, would it?
Boom.
At any rate, our work here is done. This should put a real dent in her fighting forces. Now, shall we move on?
Let's. Here we go. Dragon, you carry Mash and Misaki. Sure thing. She's carrying Mash in one arm and me in the other. Or I'm getting a piggyback ride, either way. More talk no jutsu. Pretty lake.
Yes, this should do nicely. Now let's continue where we left off. Lost can have 2 distinct behavioral patterns. Either they remain on standby in a given area, or they patrol a predefined route at regular intervals. But this place is far from both any areas they populate generally, and their patrol routes, so it should be relatively safe.
Bo, you shouldn't get close to the river. Fish Bo. Oh wow, there really are a lot of fish here. Yep, they're tasty. I see. Want one? Ooh, really? Gosh, how can I say no to an offer from a pretty girl? I love Ibuki's priorities.
Remind me, Lemon, do dragonkin eat fish? You were just thinking of Sol Muner, weren't you? Anyway, How the hell would I know what a divine dragon eats? Gun to my head, I'd have to guess meat though. Oh, and booze. I think they really like booze. If you're going to do some fishing, would you like some help? I'm a fairly good fisherman myself.
Oh, right. You were famous for your fishing, weren't you? In some parts of the world, your name is even closely associated with fisherfolk and fishing enthusiasts. Man, he's just full of surprises, isn't he? Huh, I didn't know that. He's just full of surprises, isn't he? It's true.
True, but of course, I didn't come here to fish. I'm here to hunt a fox, a beast, who has it out for all of humanity.
Huh, you don't see that every day. Even though you've materialized as a rogue servant, you're obviously also fully cognizant of your directive from humanity. Does it mean it was the road itself that summoned you? Not just this place?
Yes, something like that.
Then does it mean you were sent by the counterfort?
Oh, no. It's nothing as clearly defined as that. Alright, this may not be the time to be modest, so I'll just go ahead and say it. The truth is, given everything I can do, it would have been entirely plausible for me to have materialized as a Grand Caster.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
What's up? You catch a fish already? No, not yet. A Grand Caster?
That's right, a Grand Caster. Though I suppose a Grand Rider wouldn't have been out of the question either. Point is, I easily qualify for some form of Grand Servant, but for some reason I materialize in an ordinary Rider spirit origin. And furthermore, since I'm constantly using Feng Shui to bend the rules so I can just barely avoid being sent away. I'm afraid I'm currently a far cry from my true strength, embarrassing as that is.
So you really are a serious beast hunter, a professional beast exterminator. But right now, you materialize in a standard spirit origin. Still, having you on our side is going to be a big help. Boom!
Regardless of my spirit origin state, there is still just one thing humanity wishes of me. My job is to eliminate the Beast 4 candidate, who's been running around doing whatever she pleases. It's not easy, let me tell you. Between humanity itself and Lord Yuanxi Tianzun, it seems I always end up working for total slave drivers. I see. Is that some sort of Kunlun mountain joke? Because otherwise, I'm afraid I'm not sure how to respond to a sudden reference to one of the most supreme beings in all mythology. If it were a joke, I can at least say... I can't say it was all that funny. All that being said, I'm afraid I've also lost a fair amount of magical energy, which is why I would like to ask you for help.
Oh, not at all. We're the ones who'd be grateful for your help. Let's fight her together, Taegong, Nikitich.
Well said. It would be my pleasure.
Same. As for the fish, I should catch them soon. Come on, you two, you know you want me to summon you, and then I can give you all the magical energy you need. Waiting impatiently. Oh, they're so cute! Now that would be a good thumbnail image. That is adorable. Look at them. And I would match there too. We'd be hungry together. Waiting impatiently. Yes, indeed.
Alright. While Nikiti channels the fishing, why don't we get our information exchange?
Information dump.
So the Yagas, those beastmen, are from the Russian Lost Belt. And the Giants are from the Scandinavian Lost Belt. So what did she collect from the Chinese Lost Belt?
We still don't know. We haven't encountered anything from there yet.
Let me hazard a guess. Was there by any chance some sort of tiger-headed tank in the Chinese Lost Belt?
Yes, there was. Yes, there was. There was, wasn't there?
I see. I had a feeling those lost came were from the Chinese Lost Belt.
But those are machines, not living creatures.
Well, they're living creatures here, or at least the tiger heads I saw in this territory were. They grow out and everything.
As one do. So from what we've seen and what you've told us, Koyan Sky's forces here are basically a smorgasbord of things she scooped up from the Lost Belt.
In general, yes. The 6 types of lost kin mostly stick to their own territories, except for the few that go out on patrol. The lost weapons, on the other hand, exist to defend their bases and provide additional military power when the situation calls for it.
Just like the reproduction of Ivan the Terrible was doing earlier.
Indeed, both the kin and the weapons have been positioned extremely effectively. Queen Sky knows exactly where this land's ley lines are, so even after you kill some kin, new ones come to replace them at regular intervals.
So the kin basically responded infinitely, and you two have been fighting them on your own. That's all the more impressive considering that you've been in the middle of enemy territory this whole time. I'm amazed you managed to survive this long. That must make it really easy to die here, huh? I'm amazed you managed to survive this long. Amazing, much wow.
We owe it all to my amazing talent for turning tail and running from danger. That said, thoroughly exterminating the kin does give you some time to breathe, so fighting them is hardly meaningless.
So Koyan Sky completely controls the ley lines here, huh? That's gonna make it pretty hard to cut down summoning that's gonna make it pretty hard to put down summoning circles.
I'm afraid so. Still, like I said earlier, neither the kin or their weapons have any sort of data connection to Koinskaya or her headquarters. They're disconnected from her magical energy too. They're all completely independent. So unless you get extremely close to Koinskaya's castle, at the heart of this place, it's very unlikely that she'll even know you're here.
Her castle, huh? There, I caught some fish. Now that's what you call old school. That's one way to catch a fish. Oh no, you're completely soaked. Are you okay? I'm fine. Drip, 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 drip. Shaking herself dry like a dog. Oh, so cute. There, all dry. Wait, no, I'm all wet. That reminds me. Do those ears mean that you're the personification of some kind of animal, Nikki? Nikiti? You're really good at shaking yourself dry too.
Wow, you just went there, Ibuki Doji.
Oh, you want to know about my ears? Yes, I've been wondering myself, Nikitich. Are you a beastman? No, I'm not.
She's not?
But my beautiful wife was a brave giantess hero, and she was closer to beasts than humans. So, those are your wife's ears? So I guess you're recreating your wife's features with your spirit origin then. So, those were your wife's ears? Oh. Aw, so you're keeping your mate's love as a protective charm, now that you're heroic spirit? That's so sweet.
Aha! So that's why you're in female form.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm into this. Then again, maybe not.
Oh. Then your ears and your appearance are some form of protection from your wife? Well, which is it?
Maybe she's like, my wife is so cute, I kinda wanna be a cat girl too. Just like my wife. My wife makes it look fun. Might as well. Boop.
Now then, I have a hypothesis I'd like to share with you. It pertains to what exactly is keeping human history's heroic spirits out of this place. Easy as it would be to tell you now, I'd like you to give me some time to prepare.
Oh, why's that?
Because there are some things I need to explain for you to fully understand. That's why you need to learn more about this place, and to do that, there are 2 spots in particular I'd like to show you. Seeing them for yourselves will be much faster than me just explaining things. But most importantly, it will greatly change your understanding about the ruler here, Koinskaya. What's more, it should also help you understand why heroic spirits like Nikitich and Lady Ibuki Doji are able to stay materialized here.
Man, you really do like to take your sweet time getting to the point, don't you, Taigun Wang? Or would you prefer Lord Taigun Wang, great servant candidate?
When you put on a presentation, you should make every point count, right? I've always been a stickler for these kinds of details. And besides, there really are some things out there that words alone just can't do justice to. At least that's how I felt about it. I can't guarantee you'll feel the same.
I see. What do you think of all this, Misaki, Mash? If he's got something to show us, I want to see it. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Are we moving out? That's fine, but let's eat the fish first. I'll cook it.
I'm sorry, Nikitich, but I don't think making a smoky campfire is a good idea.
Then use an art.
That's your solution?
I don't remember if it was a sage art or some Taoist technique or what, but you had something that lets you cook fish, right? You know the one. It even lets you season the fish perfectly with as much salt, pepper, and anything else you like. Can I learn that ability? I want to learn that. No, go on. Do it. I already stuck them on sticks and everything.
Oh, very well.
I'm gonna summon him as my personal chef. I couldn't get Benyenma, so I'll get him instead, I wish. Whew, that smells good. Those fish are cooking up so quickly. Man, I wish I could do that for reals. I didn't know sage arts could do that. I want that ability.
Oh, it's just something I came up with myself. I do love fishing, and I figured it'd be so much better if you didn't have to wait until you got home to eat the fish you caught.
That's amazing, Taigun Wang. No wonder your name is synonymous with anglers.
Huh? Is it? Well, gosh, now you're gonna make me blush.
The fish are almost done. First we eat, then we get going. True, there is Chaldea's kitchen team. I do got Emiya, Boudica, and Kat. You can't fight your best on an empty stomach. Besides, you all look like you're really young. So go on, eat up. You need to eat it to recover your strength, especially when you've been fighting one battle after another. Then we go to the next one. Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm convinced. Let's eat. Yes, ma'am. Nom 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 nom.
This seems like a good chance for us to eat too. Maybe I'll also make fish. A nice sole a la Munere would hit the spot right now. You rang? No, I didn't ring for you, morning call. What to make?
Puff, puff. Munch, munch. Munch, munch. Oh, wow. This is delicious. It's not too hard, not too soft. It smells great, too. And it's just as light and refreshing as the best freshwater fish I've ever had. I was gonna say maybe I could eat it raw, but I heard freshwater fish is more dangerous to eat raw, so never mind. Like, sometimes it's not worth taking a risk for food. Munch munch. Oh my gosh, this is yummy. No, it's downright scrumptious. I think I'll have seconds. Mama. Munch munch. See, Buxiang, you're still eating too? I thought you ate a bunch of carrots earlier. Munch munch. Huh. Okay. So, extra CCC, Gawaine's a vegetarian. Well, he was doing a lot of stuff with vegetables inside of that one, like, Hell's Kitchen event in FGO with Benyenma. So that makes sense.
Huh. I guess dragons do eat fish.
It talked? Booked! Phone? Let me introduce you properly. This is my faithful horse. An evil dragon cursed him and turned him into a dragon, but he's still a horse at heart. Be nice to them, dragon.
Huh, I didn't know that.
I'm Ibuki Doji. I still don't remember all that much about myself, but it's still nice to meet you. A bump. Doki doki.
Damn, I can't believe how pretty this dragon is. The pleasure's all mine, Ibuki.
Yep, he's talking alright. Well, he's not the first talking horse I've seen. Oh, red hair, you're the best. That's true. Though you certainly don't see horses as eloquent every day. Although we do have one of them in Chaldea. He's a perfect gentle horse. I see. Good manners are, well, good. Oh, that reminds me. Be careful around my Mount Misaki. He's a bit of a lecher. I'm sorry? He loves women, so if he ever nuzzles your butt or something, just do this. Making a fist and swinging it down. Boom.
Oh yeah. You do see male animals that have a thing for human women like that, especially young human women. Wait, why do I remember that of all things? That's weird.
Very specific amnesia. Very, very specific. I'll be careful, thank you. Keep a watchful eye on the dragon.
Aw, you're gonna be careful now? Damn! Phooey, and here I thought I could get to know some new hotties nice and intimately.
Dang, well, he's honest.
Ah well, who cares? You're still gonna end up straddling me in the end.
There, see? He took the perfectly innocent act of mounting a steed and made it dirty. You just earned yourself one of these. Making a fist and swinging it down. Bonk. Oh, this dragon. No wonder why they're not even gonna call him by his name. They're just like, you don't deserve a name right now.
Oh, baby. Hurt me like you love me.
Stop it, stupid horse. That's it. No dinner for you today.
What? Come on, master. Anything but that.
Bull week.
Could I speak to you for a moment, Chamomile? Come on, Chubbs. Don't leave the oven unattended. Anyway, what is it? I don't think this is all my imagination, but just to be sure. We are not in Bremen, and these are no town musicians, right?
What you mean, Gordy? I like this team already. Life zone? Huh, no fighting here. But then again, it's a life zone. Makes sense. Oh, look, the sun be setting. Go, my mount.
You got it, boss. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They got on the dragon's back and took to the skies above the forest. Taigong Wang advised them to be cautious and avoid contact with the lost kin. As they made their way to the canyon off in the distance, the white dragon's powerful wings carried them quickly, and it wasn't long before they arrived at their destination. After a careful survey of their surroundings to ensure there were no lost kin nearby, the dragon brought them down for a landing. There, the canyon's surprising sight stretched out before them. Oh, so cute! I want one. Hey, that's the sheep from that promotional video.
Wow, you don't see animals like that every day. Though they do look like they're natural four-legged beasts. Nope, I can't remember ever seeing animals like that before.
Thanks for meeting us here, Ibuki. Any lost can see you? You sure none of the lost can spot you, Ibuki? Thanks for meeting us here. Did you see any lost kin? Or did they see you?
Don't worry. I scouted ahead before I came here. We should be good. I saw 3 groups of them in the ground, and none of them looked to be all that strong. So what's the deal with those animals? These are some of the things I want you to see. They're much easier to show than describe. So do you happen to know what these animals are called?
Oh. No, I don't, physically. The closest animal I can think of is a goat. I was thinking sheep rather than goat, but that's fine. Ah, yeah, sheep, goat, rabbit, squirrel, chicken. But they diverge too much to be a species of goat.
A goat or maybe a sheep? With those legs? I don't think so.
I give up. I have no memory of anything like them, so they don't match any entries in the Borders copy of Chaldea's database either. They're not normal animals, maybe they're phantasmal? Could they be phantasmals maybe? If they're not ordinary animals, maybe they're phantasmals? That's definitely possible. They could well be paranormal beings from the realm of mystics, similar to demonic beasts and phantasmals. While not belonging to any static creature's genealogical tree. Still, I don't know. I get the sense that they're just
ordinary animals from the natural world, and no way associated with the mystics.
They seem that way to me too.
They do seem a little too rustic to be phantasmals, and they absolutely look like they have a place in the food chain as well. Indeed, indeed. Let me cut right down to the chase. Those animals are not native to Tunguska. They're also not phantasmals, nor do they have any notable amount of magical energy. And yet, they are the predominant form of life here, with no predators to worry about.
So they're the top of the food chain?
They form herds, you see.
Oh, that's a lot of runs for the raid. Nice.
They start in very small groups, then expand to vast herds. Let's see, I'd say there are several hundreds of them to a herd just in this canyon alone.
You mean out here? In this environment?
That's right. Well, that's strange. Regardless of whether these creatures are herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores, I don't see any food sources around here. This is only a colony. They hunt for food elsewhere, primarily in rivers and woodlands.
They hunt for food. I want to see those hunt. I'm just imagining them turning terrifying.
Or rather, those with vocation is hunting, do it for them. Huh?
I'm sorry, what? Did you just say vocation?
Yes, I did. The first thing you should know is, these creatures have families. They also form settlements, have different roles according to their profession, and otherwise contribute to their settlements, that is, their society. Though of course, the children are exempt from such responsibilities.
Ooh, hello, how am I? I feel great. I'm happy I can actually go to this event.
Incidentally, they have a very diverse set of professions. And since they form a society, you could also say they are social creatures.
Wait, hang on. That sounds like a certain kinds of insects, or maybe even humans? Right, Senpai. In the Russian Lost Belt, humankind altered themselves to adapt to the harsh new environment. If something similar happened in this area, then...
No, I'm afraid that's not it. Please, don't misunderstand. Those creatures are absolutely not humans. But I suspect they have been designed to be the most human-like creatures here. Even if they do lack the capacity for self-awareness.
Look at how cute they are. I want to pet the fluffy one. The tiny little fluffy one.
Take a look at that. Those creatures have been designed to favor familial love above all else.
You mean, like humans?
Good question. Makes you uneasy, doesn't it? I felt the same way when I first learned about this. Unfortunately, Nikki Teach just hasn't cared at all every time I try to tell her how strange this is.
Of course. You don't need to explain the obvious. That's what obvious means.
See what I mean? Now then, let me share another important fact with you while you're processing this new information. These creatures are not the only oddity to be found here.
Huh?
You mean there's more? Like what? To start, there's not so much as one creature in this entire place that we actually recognize. Well, okay, that may not be true of the microorganisms, but I've not had the means to check on that. However, it is true of the insects, the fish, the trees. Every single living thing here you see. Even those freshwater fish that we ate earlier weren't actually trout. They may have looked like trout, but their internal organs and such, they're arranged like no fish I've ever seen.
I'm just gonna imagine that instead of like regular guts inside, they have like Lego organs. So every animal here is a new species? A new Thea.
Exactly. This place is the biologist's dream. Outside of this special region, discoveries of new species are few and far between. But here, there's one around every corner. And what's more, you can't even tell what genealogical tree they might have evolved from. I'm not really up to date on modern science, but I can get by quite decently with my feng shui. And even so, I have no clue how these creatures could have evolved the way they did. Not even an inkling. Nothing about their composition or their ecology makes any sense. As far as I can tell, they shouldn't even exist.
You're sure about that?
I am.
So why are they like that? Why would Koi and Sky do something like this? So why are they like that?
That is the question, isn't it? Sadly, I'm clueless as the rest of you are. I'm clueless as the rest of you there. All I can say for sure is that at this point is what I've observed for myself. As to what this place's ruler might be up to.
The Chaldeans decided that they should verify Taigon Wang's claims for themselves. And set about making their own observations and collecting samples. They made sure to send video captures of their efforts to the Shadow Border. They did not have advanced specimen collection kits with them, but they did have basic ones in the Ortonax's storage compartment, so they used those and transmitted the data back to the border. Following a bit of field research, the Shadow Border's crew had enough data to analyze. About an hour later, Chaldea finally had a solid understanding of this region's unique properties. Taigon Wang had been telling the truth. This environment was far removed from human histories as a Lost Belts. Furthermore, unlike the Lost Belts they had encountered so far, there are no humans. Not a single solitary person to be found anywhere. There were no creatures obviously capable of speech, nor were there any who formed culture or civilization. While there were large herds at the top of the food chain, there were no creatures standing above it. There were no humans anywhere to be found. While there were some creatures who formed groups like humans, there were no sign of any actual humans. There were no signs of settlements, no leftover tracks from hunters who had set foot in the woods. Not even a sign of one getting lost and making camp for a night. There should have been at least a few traces of such things in the old Tunguska forest, and yet, there are not.
Look at the fluffy bird, I want that white one.
It was a world full of strange, unknown plants and animals, and nothing more. It's like a sanctuary for creatures that doesn't exist on Earth. It's beautiful. And that's why it's the Tunguska Sanctuary event. It makes sense now. Yes, it is. I'm not quite sure how to put this into words, but I think there's something beautiful about this landscape too.
So that's how you two feel about this, huh? You don't hate or fear these things because they're new and unfamiliar.
Nah, they cute.
Instead, they excite you precisely because they're new and unfamiliar, much like the explorers trying new lands. Perhaps that's due to your unwavering bravery, or to your youthful states of mind.
And also because look at how cute these all are. Like, usually the things we encounter are scary, but these, I wanna pet them all. Did you hear that? Looks like these young people have good heads on their shoulders, Taigun Wang.
I'm not sure that means as much as you might think, coming from an eternally young warrior like yourself. At any rate, now that you've seen this for yourselves, there's something I can finally tell you. This primeval landscape you see here is only one side of this special region. There's also a second, very different side to it.
A second side?
I call the one you're seeing now the Life Zone. The Life Zone is truly the cycle of nature, writ large. It's a place where any form of violence, other than what's strictly needed to acquire food, doesn't exist. A place where life is rich and abundant. A paradise.
So, what's the other side like?
The other side is the exact opposite of paradise, in a word. Hell.
Ah, it's hard mode. Alrighty. I love those fluffy creatures, they're so cute. Now the spooky ones are probably there, inside of the death zone. How many sections are there so far? I'm just gonna read the news real quick. I could have clicked on that earlier. I wasn't really paying attention to all the sections, I'm just curious now. Okay, over here. 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I see. Okay. I understand. And I don't unlock the raids until later, right? Until I do these thingies. So section 8 just unlocked. Well, I can at least do the raid later. Just gonna stare at the news one more time. I should have actually read it more instead of just staring at pretty pictures. Okay, so 24, 25. Don't mind me. Okay, that's not bad actually. Yeah, it's not bad at all. So if I do that. Aha, so that's how it is. Plus the last raids are like the most important ones, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna believe in that. Okay. And the times anyways are for this. So I'm assuming it says late night till whenever those finish. Okay, yes indeed. Last one be most important after all. So there ain't no worries here. No worries at all. Though dang how I actually have to catch up for that. And I'm just gonna participate in the last one if anything. And since it be like that... Okay, tomorrow's Sunday, I had to think real quick, because I'm like... It feels odd because it's a 3-day weekend. So if I... Yeah, I can just focus on the last one if anything. Because tomorrow's gonna be busy for sure. Christmas Eve's usually busy. Christmas Day is not busy at all. So I can definitely do the raids on Christmas Day. Or Christmas night, more like. Because I'm probably gonna like sleep in for that. So yeah, there's no rush. I had to think about it for a bit. So I think I'll leave it at this for now. So then that way it's not gonna be like super duper short on top of Monday. It's just like, okay, one section, bye. So I'll call it a night for now. I'm not too worried about the raids. I'm just gonna save my teapot for the last one. The most intense one. And do I like Monster Hunter? The one Monster Hunter game I played was fun. It really was. And the last raid will run through Tuesday, that's good. So yeah, Monday night would be good then. Monday night for like my time zone anyways. And that'll unlock the other one, so woohoo! Sounds good. So thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day in epic gacha luck. I will save the rest of the sections for later. Hoo hoo hoo. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Me needs more rest. Tomorrow's going to be hell. But fun!